Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and this is part 2 of I've Got Sunshine on a Cloudy Day, and we're going to work in the center of our sunshine with a few more organic flowers, or tangles, I should say, just some tangles. So I'm going to come in a little closer so we can see, and I thought I was just going to go around the top with some, but I think I'm going to work my way going this direction. And we're going to do one that's called Columbine. And it's a really cute little tangle. So I'm just going to start by putting a little circle somewhere in the midst of my other tangles. Let's come in closer so you can see. And then I'm going to put some petals on it. And I'm going to use 5. So I'm going to go 1 there. And then I'm going to come and do them at an angle. So it kind of looks like a propeller blade. And then 1 in between. And that kind of gets them spaced more evenly. And then we're going to just aura each one of these petals. So each one of those little petals will add an aura around it. And now comes for the little columbine shape. It has that little top of a leaf shape. And then we're going to do another one. And they don't have to meet. So, and I like to turn my paper as I'm working on it. And you can see it kind of goes underneath, underneath what was being drawn. Then we're going to come out from the center and give it, you know, that little curve that gives it some life. Let me turn it back around this way so you can see it. And there's our little columbine. And we can, I like to give it some depth, so I'm going to shade in here in black or drama in our tangle. And this is a little textured paper, and so it has a tendency not to. So let's come out so you can see where we are, and we can put another one in here. And I'm just going to put my little circle right in the center, and then I'm going to draw my petal. My petals out, and then make an aura around my petals. And then I'm going to do my other petal coming off, and my line coming up from the center. And again, I'm going to color it in. And when I go back to ready to shade this, but actually I'm not going to shade, I am going to color it with some color pencils. I'm going to be able to add some more depth to it. And I've got these little spaces in between on here. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to add my little circles. Just my little random orbs in here. It kind of just connects this, gives it a common background, so that when I go to color it, I've got a little common background. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but there we have Columbine. And the next one we're going to do is called Zinnia, or double Zinnia. And we're going to start out with a oval shape, and then I'm just going to give it another little direction here and color that in. And we'll come in. Almost looks like I've got a hole in my sun, doesn't it? And then okay, now we're going to put some little circles, just some little orbs around the outside edge. And once you get the little orbs all the way around the outside, now you're going to put some little petals. And I just put these at random. Like I call them little fan blades all the way around. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put another little fan blade so it looks like it's the second layer. So you look like you have the two layers. And then we want to give it some little curves, so we're going to give it a little bit of, and there we have Zinnia. And we can do another Zinnia in here, or we could add some of our other tangles. So we're going to add, I think I'm going to add just a half of a Zinnia on here. So we'll pretend like that's your oval. And there's your little dark kind of spot. And our little orbs. I'm going to turn it a little bit. And I'll come in on this so you can see a little bit. And then we're going to put in our little fan blades. So you can see how you can do one that is behind on there. So you get that same kind of look. On there that we got with this one. And we can add one of our FOFs so that they look like they are kind of behind the others. So it looks like it's behind this Columbine and behind it. And then we could even add, just repeat some of our other ones that we've done so that it kind of balances it out. And you can look up those organics. You can give them, you know, some different kind of look to it. And we could add our little orbs in the back. You know, to continue that particular look behind. And I really like that look when it fills it in. We've got some space here, and I think I'm going to bring this particular sunflower up into here again. So remember, we want to do our stem, and it gives us a little and I like how that just kind of brings that, it duplicates that. So I'm going to do the same thing because I like this dark FOF. So I'm going to come and I'm going to put it up here. But this time, I'm going to put the whole thing. So I'm going to draw, and then I'm going to put the petals all the way around on my field of flowers. And then I'm going to color in my center. And then I'm going to do a partial one so it's just kind of behind. And I'm just going to nestle these in between so that it looks like they're just kind of nestled in between. Rotate. And then I'm going to fill this part in. And now we have kind of a balance with those different tangles up there. We can go ahead and fill in the background with our orbs. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit so I can do this end. And I think I'll put a sand swirl here instead of orbs. I just think that that looks a little better. And there we have, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. And so part 3 will be coloring this in. So check back for part 3 so you can see how we shade and color this particular template. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. New videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thanks again and have a sunshiny day.